Hey, this is John Siskovich with a Foodcyclist farm video update. A lot of stuff going on in the last week. I've been a little silent online to an extent because, man, back-to-back 16 or more hour days. And that's no joke. My alarm goes off at 6 o'clock. I grab breakfast really quick and I start as soon as I can. A little bit out in the office and then out to the farm. And I'm just running until 10:30 to 12 o'clock at night, and then lather, rinse, repeat. And it was a big week. It was the first processing. We processed 40 birds. It was me and one of my just a volunteer, Kate, who is a professional butcher, and she was a lifesaver. She butchered pretty much all the chickens. I did the rest of the process. I won't go into too much detail. Some people want to know, some people don't, and I'll do a video on the processing at some point. But the rest of the birds are out on pasture. This batch right here, right in the beginning, is going to be 60 birds. 60 birds this week. It's 20 more than last week. It's a lot of work with the processing, but it went smooth, and I had my first CSA pickup, which was amazing. It was really awesome. You know, once all the birds were processed, all I wanted to do was give them out. And that's why I really like the CSA, is there's no monetary transaction. I don't have to do any awkward money exchange. I hate asking people for money, even being a business owner. There was no awkward money exchange, and all I had to do was like give these wonderful chickens out to people. And the reviews that I got back from happy people, just blowing me away. This morning when I checked my Facebook messages, Jane, one of my CSA members, said they're considering a second share because the chicken is so good that they could eat more than one a week, and that they've been eating organic chicken for years now, and mine is the juiciest they've ever had, and that is just awesome. Really, really awesome. I had a couple friends over this weekend, so I have my chicken tractors in the background. You can see the grass level is pretty high, and because the chickens don't like it that high because they can't see over the top of it, you can see they'll get smaller as we walk down here. The chickens don't like the tall grass because they can't see over the top, and with it being good, it kind of looks all green from here, but yeah, you can see the difference. It's short here, long here. I don't have a tractor. It's year one. Tractor could be as much as a $35,000 investment. You can definitely find one cheaper, but then there's like another 8-10 grand for a brush hog, or no, it can't be that much. But we'll just say it's a lot of money for a tractor, and year one, not so much as me affording it. And I had a few friends over, my best friend Mike forever, and my friend Scott, who's also, I would consider in the best friend realm. And these tractors have moved a couple times since yesterday, but by hand, the three of us cleared almost 1/4 of an acre. And by hand, that means a scythe, like old school scythe. With hand, you cut the grass down, and then you take a hay rake, rake it up, and I pitch it in the woods. You can see there's a little path right there. So I have a pile of hay in the woods. Because this grass is not long enough to cut for hay yet, this field is just really slow growing. I'm sure it needs nutrients, which the chickens are providing, and I'll do a video on that at some point. But with the hay slow to grow, it's the same amount of gas to cut grass when it's, you know, 3-4 feet high than when it's 2 feet high. So it just doesn't make sense gas wise, and the field needs the nutrients. So I've been cutting the grass down. You can see the edge there, and cutting it down in front of the tractors just so the chickens can roam around, scratch, get bugs, and fertilize the grass so it'll grow back thicker, taller, and more wonderful. But to have 3 guys here and give me a couple days worth of work done is just amazing. So I want to thank them for that. I want to thank my CSA members. I just had a baby shower this weekend that our family threw for Kate and I, so my house is full of little pink baby gifts. And just the community that's developing around the farm and through the last couple years around Foodcyclist and around projects like this across the country, with people writing into me saying, oh yeah, you know, we had a whole bunch of volunteers come, or people visited the farm. Farmers need your support, and it's humbling. Like, I'm welling up. it's humbling to get it. Whew. This got emotional. So thank you, that's all I can say.